So, in my last video, Reinventing Yourself After Divorce, I shared the 5 key mindset strategies that I use to get through my own divorce. And one of those keys was about embracing forgiveness. If you didn't see the video, please go back and watch it. But today I'm talking about embracing forgiveness because oftentimes that's what gets us stuck. We don't want to forgive. Let's just keep it real, right? We hold on to that hurt of what somebody said or what somebody did or what they didn't do, and we can't seem to let go and forgive. But I want to share with you that forgiveness is a powerful emotional recovery tool if we embrace it, and that it's not about the other person, but it's all about us. For once, it's about us, right? But we tend to hold on to unforgiveness and we make it about the other person, and they've already gone on with their lives. They're not even thinking about us. And so, what we have to do is learn how to let them go, let the situation go, and open the gift and receive it for ourselves. And the one definition that I truly appreciate because it transformed my approach to forgiveness is the ability to let go of the hope of yesterday being different. You see, yesterday can't be different. It's done. We're in today. We've got today, and perfectly, we have the future. But yesterday, it's a wrap. Whatever happened, happened. And the only thing that we can do is to respond to it differently. If we want to get stuck in it and replay what happened of what we didn't like and what hurt us, then that's where we'll get stuck. But if we can rise up above that, look back and grab the lessons and pull them forward, we can have a better today and a promising tomorrow. But we have to let go of yesterday. And that's forgiveness. Forgive ourselves for doing something that we regret. Forgive ourselves for not showing up in the best version of ourselves. Forgive the person who offended us, who hurt us, who betrayed us, who stabbed us in the back, who walked all over us. Forgive that person so that we can heal and keep moving forward. So that's key if we want to get unstuck. And forgiveness is one of those areas that just lingers because we choose to allow it to linger. We're choosing to hold on to that emotion and that hurt feeling. So ultimately, it's a choice. And it's a choice that breaks us down every day that we hold on to it. It steals our joy, it steals our peace, and ultimately, it's stealing time from us. Because again, we can't go back to yesterday. We can only live in the present. And as long as I'm replaying the horror movies of yesterday and holding on to the emotion of unforgiveness, now I'm missing the joy of today. I'm missing the opportunity to become unstoppable in my 5th decade and beyond, right? So if we think that forgiveness is letting the other person off the hook, that's not true. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you and it's about me. And it's a powerful tool for emotional recovery. And it involves letting go of that resentment so that we can have peace, letting go of that bitterness so that we can be better. And so I love that definition that I wanted to that I shared with you. Write it down. It's letting go of the hope of yesterday being better. And it starts with forgiving yourself. And by just simply saying, I forgive you. I choose to forgive you. And after my divorce, because that's the example that I use about, reinventing yourself, I thought I had to forgive my ex-husband. And I did. But first, I had to forgive myself. I really had to forgive myself. I had to look in the mirror and say, Natalie, how did you contribute to the demise of your relationship? I had to just be honest. I had to be vulnerable and transparent. And once I looked in the mirror and say, yeah, I did play a role in this, I forgive you. Those were powerful words that I had to say to myself. Have you ever said that to yourself? Have you ever put your arms around yourself and say, I forgive you, that I love you, and you are strong and resilient, and you are an overcomer? Have you ever done that? If you haven't, pause this video and do it so that you show love to yourself and that you receive it with an open arms and open heart, and you forgive yourself and you let yourself be free of from what you did or didn't do. And that goes into guilt. Ugh, it's a useless emotion. And guilt is only relevant if you intended to do harm. It's like in a court of law. When you say, I'm guilty, the court says you're guilty because you intended to do harm. You did something that was wrong. But if you didn't mean to do harm, you are not guilty, which is why it's useless. So if you have any guilt on that failed relationship, any guilt over what didn't happen or didn't work out, set yourself free, let it go. And understand that you don't have to stay stuck in guilt and unforgiveness. Let them both go so that you can get unstuck and become unstoppable and continue to move forward and live your life beyond where you are right now. Yes, my marriage ended in divorce. My first marriage. Yes, it did. I no longer feel guilty about it. I forgive my ex-husband for whatever he did, and I forgive myself. I have set myself free, and I've set him free from my expectations of how things should have happened. This is real talk. And I hope that you are watching this video, sharing this video with somebody else, and getting value out of it, because I want you to be free and be unstoppable in your fifth decade and beyond, so that you can reinvent yourself and reimagine what life, what you want it to look like, and rewrite your story so that you can thrive now and all the decades to come. But it starts with, I forgive myself. I forgive you. I love you, right? Don't be embarrassed to do that. Do it because you deserve it. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Give it to yourself because you're worthy and you're worth it. So I pray that this blessed you. If you did not see the video on how to reinvent yourself after divorce in your 50s, check it out. And if you know someone who's going through that, share it with them. And it may not be in your 50s, any decade. Divorce is hard no matter when it happens. And here's the thing, you can overcome that emotion and be better and resilient and reinvent yourself to become unstoppable. Okay, I'm done. I hope this helped you. It blessed you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the station, share it with somebody, but most importantly, take the suggestions and put it to action in your life. And I want to hear how you did that. Be blessed.